and thanks for staying with us. Customs Command again sees goods worth millions of naira for smuggling operating along the nation's borderline. Also on customs support, Nigerian Customs Service continue to honor the CG of Nigerian Customs Service in regard to the award given to him by NIJ. Plus more report. I am Igiseme Edie. Stay tuned. The Country Nigeria of Nigerian Customs Service has continued to fine-tune policies in the system to make sure that the system works effectively.
The Comptroller General of Customs is extremely passionate about the fight against smuggling, and this is exemplified by the policies and programs he has put in place to nip smuggling attempts in the bud. Some of these are the deployment of the requisite tools and techniques that position the anti-smuggling drive to lean away from reactive to predictive enforcement. This measure has seen the service deploying geospatial technology, which seeks to improve interdiction success rates, better and timely reporting, improve situational awareness, and better resource management through the use of spatial analytics to elicit joint outcomes. The recent introduction of competency-based human resource management as a key component of the administration is yielding the desired results. This, coupled with a proper reward and sanction-based system, has therefore motivated officers to put in their best in the interdiction of smuggling acts. This also has reaffirmed the zero-tolerance stance of the CGC against acts inimical to public trust. He has issued marching orders to sanction all acts among the rank and file that are not consonant with our commission. Institutionalizing weekly, monthly monitoring and evaluation. This is a critical component of the CGC's strategy aimed at analyzing patterns, trends, and sequences in our areas of responsibility with the increase in trade volumes and complexities in the dynamics. The CGC has made it a service culture to periodically monitor these variables, as this ensures officers adapt continuously to the typologies of incidences at our various areas. The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, has pledged to revitalize the long-standing institutional relationship between the Nigerian Customs Service and Yakubu Gowon University, former University of Abuja, with renewed support aimed at improving learning, research, and student development. CGC Adeniyi made the commitment at the Customs Headquarters, Maitama, Abuja, while receiving the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Hakeem Fawoimi, who led the institution's principal officers on a courtesy visit. Speaking during the engagement, the Comptroller General recalled his long-standing institutional relationship with the university, noting that efforts to establish a formal partnership between the two institutions date back several years.
The CG has been commended by the controller in charge of Cargo for NIJ award bestowed on him recently in Lagos.
Despite persistent global economic turbulence and declining international trade volumes, the Murtala Mohammed Airport Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has continued to post impressive revenue figures under the leadership of Godwin Otunla. At a period when many sectors of the economy are struggling with reduced commercial activities, the Airport Command has emerged as one of the brightest revenue-generating formations within the service. Since assuming office as Customs Area Controller, Otunla has maintained a firm grip on operations, introducing strategic measures that strengthened efficiency, accountability, and revenue collection across the command.
After being appointed by Asiwaju, the president, he came into custom in June 2023. Before 2023, I think in 2020, our revenue in custom was 1.5 trillion. So after his appointment in 2024, the thing jumped to 6.1 trillion for the government of Nigeria. Then 2025, the thing rose to 7.2 trillion. This man came from within. He knows what to do to generate revenue for government and to fight smuggling and prevent other notorious smuggling items from coming in. Because in customs, though some people believe our own main target is to generate revenue, but security, the nation's security, is still there for us. We generate revenue without compromising security. So this man knows everything. He knows what to do. And he brought in so many things into customs. So many innovations into customs. So you see, many customers are now, they are very proud now to be in customs because of Wale Adeniyi. You know, he's the chairman, World Custom Organization. First time a Nigerian will be given such award. Chairman. He made Nigerian flag to be hosted in the headquarters of World Custom Organization that day. So Nigerians are very, very proud of him. And we as custom officers should be very, 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 very proud of him too. He's really done well.
You are watching the program Customs Report.
The Nigerian Customs Service Apapa Area Command has charged its officers to scale up revenue generation, strengthen anti-smuggling operations, and maintain the highest standards of professionalism and discipline. The Customs Area Comptroller Emmanuel Oshoba gave the directive during the command's monthly parade held at the command's headquarters in Apapa, Lagos.
Stakeholders have complained that some of us are not accessible. This is staff officers. Not this. You must make yourself accessible to our stakeholders. And we must all avoid actions capable of tarnishing the good image of the service and the good work being done by the CGC and members of its management. We should not be seen as clogs in the wheels of progress. We must see ourselves as change agents. Of all the things we'll be talking about, the bedrock, the hallmark is discipline. And this remains non-negotiable in this command and in this service. Discipline is key. Discipline simply obedience to lawful instructions. Discipline. You have a staff order. You have 2 weeks maximum. I had some of you saying it. The CSC is pursuing us out. It is not even allowed us to stay a while. Excuse me. Am I the one that issued your staff order? Or the movement order? What is written there? Say 2 weeks. Is that not so? So why are you holding me guilty for that? For what? Excuse me. What you are going through, I've passed through it several times. And by the mercies of God, we are here standing. So don't let anybody come and tell me because you have a movement order or staff order and we ask you to leave and it's like the CSC is a mean man. He's not, and he says he's a good man. He's not a good man. That's not for you to judge. Judgment belongs to God. Simple. Judgment belongs to. If you don't exit, how will the new ones come in? Simple. What is good for the goose is good for the gander. If you have been enjoying here and somebody is in Sokoto, and they bring Sokoto here and take you to Sokoto, excuse me, just take it. You just change here. Just give the person the betting and collect his own. Amongst we old officers, we said somebody is a seasoned officer. Who is a seasoned officer? Revenue, enforcement, excise.
Oshoba called for stronger operational interventions across terminals to block revenue leakages while also ensuring faster trade facilitation and timely cargo clearance.
The Nigerian government has continued to support regional development in the area of operation of customs formation in the world. The chairman of WCO and also the country Nigerian Customs Service says that the government will continue to support countries that are in supporting WCO. He speaks more on a number of issues.
The Comptroller General of the Nigerian Customs Service and chairperson of the World Customs Organization Council, Adewale Adeniyi, has reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to regional modernization and collective growth. Speaking at the 32nd Conference of Directors General of Customs, second take. Speaking at the 32nd Conference of Directors Generals of Customs for the West and Central Africa WCA region in Freetown, Sierra Leone, Adeniyi emphasized that Nigeria's leadership role is anchored on the spirit of unity and the shared progress of all member states. Setting a collaborative tone for the high-level summit which took place in Freetown, Sierra Leone, CGC Adeniyi highlighted the WCA region's unique tradition of inclusivity. He noted that the region's strength lies in its rotational inclusiveness, in which every nation, regardless of size, takes a turn at the leadership baton. Speaking on the long-standing spirit of unity within the WCO West and Central African region, Adeniyi paid tribute to Sierra Leone's hospitality and the region's culture of rotational inclusiveness.
The acting controller in charge of Ogun 1 has commended the Nigerian Customs Service and also warned smugglers against smuggling goods in and outside the country. He was speaking when he displayed seizures made by his command the last couple of weeks.
The Ogun Area 1 Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has renewed onslaught against economic saboteurs of the Nigerian economy, complicit in nefarious smuggling of prohibited and restricted goods through the borders within 41 days. Acting Comptroller of the Command, Deputy Comptroller Olukayode Afeni, announced the feat during the press briefing in Idiroko, attributing the success to the renewed anti-smuggling mandate of Comptroller General of Customs Dr. Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR. Afeni said the directive sharpened intelligence gathering and strengthened coordinated enforcement across commands.
The Ogun 1 Area Command under my leadership remains steadfast in its mission to secure our land borders, fortify the national economy, and dismantle illicit trade network. Our commitment is best illustrated by our latest achievements. We have continued to strike significant blows against smuggling operations, maintaining a vigilant presence across our expansive land borders, preventing the drainage of national resources through illegal trade, dismantling the organized networks that facilitate smuggling. We remain resolute in our duty to ensure that Ogun State and the nation at large remains a hostile environment for those who seek to undermine our economic stability. Ladies and gentlemen, a few weeks ago, March 16th to be precise, the command handed over 2,543 parcels of cannabis to the NDLA Idiroko Special Command, and since the milestone, we did not retreat nor surrender. Instead, we refined our tactics and strategized. Our renewed focus on the Nigeria Customs Act 2023 and federal government fiscal policy has yielded impressive results. Through enhanced intelligence and interagency cooperation, the command intercepted 73 seizures in just 5 weeks, 41 days to be precise. The following items were seized during the operations: 1,759 bags of foreign parboiled rice at 50 kg each, 10,126 parcels of cannabis of different sizes, Ghana Loud, equivalent to 4,627 kgs, with estimated street value of over $1 billion. 2,685 kegs of vegetable oil at 25 liters each, 4,550 liters of PMS, equivalent of a tanker load, 16 kegs of Oki vegetable oil, 2 liters, 20 cartons of vegetable turkey oil, 10 cartons of basmati rice at 21 kg each, 2,116 cartons of basmati rice at 20 kg each, 2,005 pack of footwears, 26 sacks of raw cannabis sativa, 66 bales of second-hand clothing, 11 kegs of diesel, 25 liters each, 46 bags of foreign sugar at 25 kg each, 77 cartons of Anagin injection, 500 milligram without NAFDAC registration number, 7 sacks of second-hand clothing, 2 units of used vehicles, 2 sacks of ladies' handbags, 16 cartons of organic honey, 50 cartons of expired Maggi Star, 858 packs of macaroni, 2 sacks of spaghetti, 6 live pangolins already handed over to relevant agency for necessary action. The cumulative duty paid value of the 6 items is 6,777,236 billion.
The controller in charge of FOU Zone A has been speaking on the seizure made by his unit. He warned would-be smugglers to desist from the act of smuggling in Zone A, saying that the longer of the law will catch up with them.
FOU Zone A particularly is the flagship command of the service, and you would accept that it covers the southwest zone of the southwest of Nigeria, and that is quite expansive. It is approximately over 76,000 square kilometers of land mass and 753, I beg your pardon, square kilometers of coastline, and that in itself is not an easy task to police. Aside from that, we'd have to do interdictions, like you said, from the port corridor. Good thing that right now from the port corridor we have the one-stop shop in place, and that has helped us to reduce the workload on that stretch. So most essentially we have concentrated on our interdictions that are coming from the border areas, and so we've had to cover essentially we've concentrated our efforts and our resources on the border areas and on the border corridors. Enforcement of government fiscal policy measure is something that we have taken very, very seriously, and there are various lines of enforcement, and FOU is one of the lines of enforcement, and we have had to do what we need to do to upscale the integrity of the supply chain, the trade value chain. The integrity is what we've tried to upscale by our activities on the port corridor.
The Customs Command in Tinkan Command Port has helped Nigerian Customs Service to intercept stolen vehicles from Canada. The controller later handed over the stolen vehicles to the Canadian government in Lagos.
No less than 8,347 packages of cannabis indica weighing more than 4,173.5 kilograms have been intercepted by eagle-eyed officers of the Tinkan Island Command in Lagos. Area Comptroller of the Command, Comptroller Frank Onyeka, said the drugs coming from Canada were worth 16,694 million naira.
Interestingly, it feels like we were here just yesterday. Exactly 2 weeks ago, precisely on the 30th of April 2026, we gathered in this manner to brief the public on a major interception made through intelligence and collaboration between Nigerian Customs Service and the Nigeria National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Today, we are back here for yet another significant seizure. This tells us two things. Firstly, criminal networks are still desperate to use our ports to push dangerous substances into the country. Secondly, and more importantly, it shows that our officers and sister agencies are alert, focused, and fully committed to stopping them. Acting on credible intelligence gathered by the Nigerian Customs Service and the NDA officers, officers of enforcement intercepted and subjected a 1x40-foot container with container number HAMU 247034/8 to a thorough physical examination. Consequently, the container, which was originally coming from Canada, just like the previous one, was found to contain 8,347 packages of cannabis indica, weighing a total of 4,173.5 kilograms, with an estimated street value of 16.6 billion naira. This is not just another seizure. This represents a deliberate attempt by criminal elements to jeopardize national security, endanger lives, profit from the destruction of our hardworking young men and women in our country. Thankfully, due to the vigilance and professionalism of our officers and partner agencies, this consignment will not get to the streets. Let me assure Nigerians that this command is not relenting. If anything, recent events have strengthened our resolve. We will continue to intensify surveillance, deepen intelligence gathering, and sustain our collaboration with NDLEA and other sister agencies to ensure more interceptions are made. We are also determined to go beyond seizures. Those behind these shipments will be identified, traced, arrested, and prosecuted. Let me also clearly warn any insider collaborator aiding these criminal activities. This command will not spare anyone found compromising national security for personal gains.
The unwavering commitment, intelligence sharing, and operational synergy displayed ultimately culminated in this remarkable feat and successful interception. This achievement once again demonstrates the effectiveness of interagency cooperation, international collaboration, and intelligence-driven operations in combating transnational organized crime and illicit drug trafficking, as showcased in the recent seizures of cannabis indica that weighed 4,729 kg on the 27th of April 2026 and another 610.5 kg on the 30th of April 2026.
The Ondo Ekiti Area Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has appointed Deputy Comptroller of Customs, DC Patience Ita, as his new acting Customs Area Comptroller, following the retirement of Comptroller Queen Obazi. The appointment was announced in a statement issued by the command's Public Relations Officer, Assistant Superintendent of Customs, Nzeboichi Ihegwaram. According to the statement, DC Ita officially assumed office during the formal handover ceremony held at the command's headquarters in Akure, Ondo State.
Just before I round up this week edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where the Nigerian Customs Service has continued to seize consignment for smugglers operating along the nation's borderline. For me, Igeseme Edinye, thanks for watching.